Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetshoes.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick review of the new Android One phone, which is the Canvas A1. We have already done the unboxing of the Spice Dream Uno, which we have with us. We also have done a hands-on with the Carbon Sparkle V as well of 5. So this is the Micromax device which we have with us. This is another Android One phone, and this is the one of the most interesting and one of the most popular product out of all these three, because as for the demand, we have actually got much more query for this device as compared to these two. So we are going to do the unboxing and quick review in this particular video for this device. This is the first unboxing which I'm doing for you. So this is how the box will look like. We have the device already out of the box, so we have done the unboxing. I will just show you the package contents, and before I do that, I can show you the package contents, the specifications of the phone. We have 1.3 GHz quad-core processor on this device. We have 3G supported on both the SIM card slot. We have 4.5 inch of FWVGA display. We have 1 GB of RAM, 4 GB of internal memory. Primary camera is 5 megapixel autofocus camera, whereas the secondary camera is a 2 megapixel fixed focus camera. We have the frequency bands which are supported over there. We have high definition video recording as well as playback on this device supported. We have latest version of Android KitKat, which is 4.4.4. We have GPS navigation supported, and the battery inside the device is 1700 mAh. So in terms of the overall specification, all these three devices are same. The only difference will be the after sale supports as well as the look and feel. So in terms of the look and feel, the Carbon one looks the most different, whereas the Micromax one and the Spice one looks very much identical in terms of design. However, there are some physical changes which we can see. As far as camera design is concerned, from the front they look like the same. So in terms of the front profile, both of these devices look exactly the same, and the display is also same, hardware is same, and the software is same as well on all these devices. So let's take a look what we have inside the package of the Micromax Canvas A1, which is the Android One phone. So inside the package we get the handset. We have already inserted the battery. We have the stamp plate. We have the SAR information. So the SAR information for this device is 0.24 watt per kg and 0.93 watt per kg over there. We have warranty card, user guide. We have the screen guard which come within the package, and then we have these things which are also there inside the package of this phone, which includes the charger. So here we have the charger, and the output current from this charger is 1 ampere. Apart from this, we have the micro USB cable for data syncing and charging, and we have the in-ear headphones, the same one which we have seen with the Spice one. So these are standard headphones which we get within the package, and these are all things which you get within the package of the Micromax Canvas A1. Now here we have the Micromax Canvas A1, and this device is pretty good in terms of the overall build quality and the form factor. I would say this one has slightly better finish as compared to the other Android One phones, but again it has a rubberized matte finish back cover which will give you a very good grip when you hold it, and the edges are also rounded, so it will be comfortable enough to hold. It is having a 4.5 inch FWVGA display, that is 480 into 854 in terms of the resolution, which is good enough. And again, this display size is good enough to be used with one hand. One-handed operation is pretty good on this device, so there is no issue with that. The display is an IPS panel, so it gives you pretty good viewing angles at different wide angles. You can see the display, which is good. Apart from this, let's take a look over the phone dialer. So taking a look over the phone dialer, we have the phone dialer, which is a kind of a simple one. You do have the option of making a simple call, but you cannot make a video call from this phone dialer. When it comes to the messaging application, this is how it looks like. On the messaging application, we have this keyboard which does give you swipe type, which is definitely a very good thing. You also get a pop-up whenever you press any key. The keyboard keys are slightly smaller in terms of size, so you might have problem while typing on this device with thick fingers, but with thin fingers it should not be an issue. But for those who have problem in typing, they can always type in the landscape mode as well, which is something which you can do on this device. And you also get suggestions over there at the top whenever you do swipe to type, which is definitely a good thing. So typing experience is pretty smooth on this device. I did not face any issues. Let me just show you the notification center, and on the notification center, let me just first of all show you the version of Android which we have on this device. So we are into settings, and the version of Android running on this device is Android 4.4.4 KitKat. And let's take a look over the storage information. On the storage front, we have 2.27 GB available on this device, just like the other Android One phones which we have with us. We have the same storage. We do have support for SD card support on this device, and once you insert an SD card, then only you can install some heavy games. Again, that does not mean that you can actually install applications on the SD card. You can store some part of the application data on the SD card. You can also move applications from the phone memory to the SD card, but by default directly you cannot install application directly on the SD card. You can move apps from the phone memory, but you cannot you can move apps from the phone memory to the SD card, but you cannot install application directly on the SD card, which is something I would like to tell you. Apart from this, let's take a look at the display settings and other things. We do have support for automatic brightness as well on this device, as we already told you. And when we have a wallpaper, we have the support for live and static wallpapers. You do have support for wireless display as well on this device, which is good. Taking a look over the tethering options, you do have a dual SIM manager as well, which is over there, which will allow you to specify which SIM card, as far as dual SIM cards are concerned, which one you would like to use for data and which one you would like to use for calling. You do have support for tethering as well, so Wi-Fi hotspot can be created on this device. You have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. You have support for VPN as well. And when we take a look over the application scenario, we have 1 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 1 GB of RAM, it should be less amount of RAM which is free, because we are running some games in the background. We have installed a couple of heavy games on this device. We will show you that later. We have approximately 272 or 74 MB which is free, and the device is responsive. This is something which I really like, because it is running the stock Android from Google, which is very much customized for this hardware, so it is running without any issues, without any crashes, and this is definitely a good thing. Available amount of RAM which you will get on this device on the first boot will be approximately 500 MB, which is again good enough to have more applications and games in case you would like to install that. You have support for GPS navigation as well on this device, so GPS navigation is supported. You just need to enable this option, and we did not face any GPS navigation issues on this device. I have been using this device since yesterday, and I used for GPS navigation. There was no issue at all in that particular department. As far as sound settings are concerned, sound is not something which is very exceptional. We have regular sound settings, but there is no option to enhance the quality of sound which you get from the headphones or from the loudspeaker. The loudspeaker is fairly loud, louder than the Carbon one, but not louder than the Spice one. So the Spice Dream Uno has the loudest loudspeaker, which is something I can confirm. Again, the loudspeaker is almost the same on this one as well, so there is no on this one as well as the Spice Android One phone, so there is not a major difference in between the loudness, but there is a slight difference as far as loudness is concerned. Here we have all the applications, and we have installed some games and other application. We will take a look over that later. When it comes to the default application, you will get FM radio, you will get Google application which will come pre-installed. You will not get gallery, you will get photos application which will come pre-installed. So all the Google applications are being promoted with this particular phone, so you will get them preloaded, and there is no option to get rid of them. You cannot uninstall the pre-installed application which will be there on this particular device. So let me just take a look over the multi-touch capability of this device, and then we will take a look over the hardware configuration. So on the basis of multi-touch, this device supports 10-point multi-touch, and on Ninamark it has given a score of 62.2 FPS, which is a pretty good score. Again, this device need an SD card before you can install heavy games. Let's take a look over the hardware information of this particular phone. So as far as hardware information is concerned, here we have it. So the model number of the device is Micromax AQ4501, and we have 1.3 GHz quad-core processor on this device, which is MediaTek 6582 quad-core processor it is. Here we have the display resolution, which is 418 to 782. It should have been 418 to 854, which is FWVGA, but because some part of the screen resolution is being taken up by these touch capacitive buttons which are there within the display, so the effective resolution is slightly less, and it does affect at times on different applications. But when it comes to video or video viewing, or when it comes to gaming, you will have a full screen experience. These are the sensors which you will have on this device, which include 6-axis accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, light sensor, gyroscope, orientation, magnetic field sensor, rotation vector, gravity, and linear acceleration sensor as well. So these are all the sensors which you will get on this device. Let me just show you the AnTuTu benchmark score as well. So on AnTuTu we have got a score of 18,000 something, and this is 18,004. Again, in terms of the benchmark scores, this is equally powerful as compared to any other Android One phone out there, so there is no difference on that particular department. Let's take a look over the gaming performance of this device. Now here we have the camera interface, as you can see, and let me just take a photo from the camera. The rear camera is 5 megapixel. The 5 megapixel camera is capable of taking photos at 5 megapixel, and it can record high definition video at 1080p at 720p. And let me just take this photo again without the artificial light and see how does it come out. Let me just disable the flash. Okay, the flash has been disabled now, and now we will take the photo without flash and without artificial light, and I will compare both of these photos now one by one. So we have the photo which we have taken with artificial light. This is the one which has been taken with artificial light. As you can see, this photo is pretty good in terms of details as well as in terms of colors. It is looking good. I would say this is a pretty decent photo you can take with artificial light, whereas this one does not have a great amount of details, but still it is good enough. So I can say that the low light performance of this device is also pretty decent. As far as camera interface is concerned, I can show you the options. We do have a camera mode, video mode, lens blur mode is also there, panorama shot supported, photo sphere mode is also there. In the lens blur mode, you can have this object in focus and everything else in blur. That is pretty simple to do. And when we take a look over the settings, resolution and quality, we have 5 megapixels supported from the rear camera at 5:3 aspect ratio, not 4:3. And the front camera support 2.4 megapixel photos maximum. When it comes to video, we have 1080p and 720p supported HD quality from the rear, and the front camera can record 720p video. When it comes to the frame per second is slightly less on the video department, both for 720p as well as for 1080p. It will be maximum 29 frames per second, but anything which you do on 180p will be less than 29 frames per second as well when it comes to the video quality on this device. So apart from this, let's take a look over the overall connectivity options. We do have LED notification light on this device, so you will get notifications for missed calls and other alerts. When it comes to OTG, let me just connect a OTG flash drive over here. So OTG is again not supported on any of the Android phones, Android One phones, including this one. So OTG is not supported. Even if you install a third-party file manager, you will not be able to browse the contents of the flash drive because OTG is not supported. And you can confirm the same by going to settings, and under settings, under storage, if you do not see any other USB storage mounted, that means OTG is definitely not supported on this phone, and you can do it without installing a file manager. So these are the things. Apart from this, let's take a look over the battery performance. So I have been using this device since yesterday. It can give you around 1 day battery backup with moderate usage, whereas with heavy usage, in case you play some games like these, you will not get 1 day battery backup. In that case, you will get around battery backup up to evening. And continuous usage, if you play some games or if you watch a movie on this device, then you will get around 3 to 4 hours of continuous usage on this device. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review and the quick unboxing of the Micromax Android One phone. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. One thing I would like to clarify before ending this video, that how Micromax Android One phone is actually better than the other ones because of the kind of offers you are getting. So in terms of the offer proposition, in terms of the value proposition, this device will give you a 8GB memory card which will come for free once you buy it from Amazon. So that is an offer which is right now running on the Micromax Android One phone, but the same does not apply with the other phone. So the other phone does not come with a micro SD card, whereas this one comes with a free micro SD card, and there are some additional offers as well on this device. In terms of loudness is also pretty loud on this device, which is also one of the good factor, one of the good reason you would like to go for the Micromax Android One phone, which is Canvas A1. So that's all from us. In case you have any questions, you can always leave your questions in the comment section below. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.